Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Been a little while since I posted, but today we are going to do a little review on this Vevor motorcycle lift. My wife got me this for Christmas, after consulting with me, of course, and figured this would be a good one. I do need to change the belt on my bike, and sometimes you're changing your tire, whatever. It's nice to have something compact and portable. This lift, I believe, is rated for either 1,000 or 1,100 pounds. Unfortunately, I don't remember off the top of my head. My bike is only about 650-ish, so shouldn't be a problem. This comes with a little wrench like this, but they also give you a socket, which has got some good heft to it. And they also give you a pin that you can slide in here. Once your motorcycle is lifted, it gives you a safety feature so all the weight's not resting on the threads. I wanted one with a nice thick rubber top on it, as you can see there, because underneath here you can see that my engine block hangs down below my frame, so I want to make sure I had something nice and soft for that engine block to sit on. My engine is a stressed member of the frame, so I can lift it from there. So we're going to lift up my bike here and just see how this all works. This should probably be a two-person operation, so somebody can hold up the bike. Unfortunately, I'm on my own, so if it falls on me and you hear any screaming, call 911 for me. All right, so I've blocked off the front wheel because I'm going to be lifting the back end. And I put the kickstand up on a block just to try and get it kind of as straight as possible. Now, so the ratcheting motion on this works pretty quick. So the threads are not super coarse. They're also not super fine. Now this is about where I'm going to have to kind of stand the bike up with one hand and crank with the other. Wish me luck. So as you can see, that's not super stable because the crankcase on my bike there is slightly V-shaped. So this may not be the best place to lift it from. Let's just see what else we got here. I'll lift a little more just to see what we got. It is resting on the jack right now. Can't say I'm a big fan of how much that moves, but having said that, I am putting a lot of pressure trying to like flop it over, and it's not going. It would take some effort, but obviously great care must be done. Okay, the back tire is now off the ground. I don't need to go too high. Okay, not bad, not bad. Now, what happens if the wheel turns? So basically the bike is sitting on the jack. I would have to try pretty hard to rock this bike right off of here. That doesn't mean that you can't. It also means you should be bloody careful. Now, we're going to stick this pin in. Strange enough, I don't even have it high enough yet. So we're going to have to go a little bit higher. It actually takes quite a few turns to move this. Okay, so I've got the pin in now. Hopefully you can see that. And what I'm going to do now is back this off so that the jack is resting on that pin, so that if the threads let go, it won't collapse entirely. Okay, so that's sitting on the pin. Now, I'm just going to pick this up here. So, I'm not a big fan with how much this moves on the stand. That is not the jack's fault. That is simply that my crankcase has a bit of a V shape to it. However, I would have to try reasonably hard to tip my bike over. That doesn't mean you cannot do it, but it should be stable for now. So, quick review of this jack. It's nice and low, easy to get under the bike. My bike is very low slung. Rubber padding, really like that. Should cause no damage. Ease of cranking to lift a 650-pound bike, piece of cake. This jack, I weighed it on my scale. This thing weighs about 30 pounds, so it's good, heavy construction, which you want, because heaven forbid it should collapse while you're working on your bike. Bad enough dropping your bike, you don't want to drop it on yourself. So, quick review. I like it. You may want to check to see what the undercarriage of your bike looks like. I didn't take into account that my crankcase had a little bit of a V to it. So, check that out before you order one of these. I got it off Amazon. I'm in Canada, and I think that thing shipped to my door was about 93 or 94 bucks. Great value. So, go buy yourself one if you need it. Now, let's see if we can tackle this belt.